Hello and welcome to this special edition of NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman. I'm Kevin Ochsner. Thanks for joining us. As a cattleman myself, I've grown up with a love for the land, and I believe our nation's strength stands on the solid foundation of our abundant natural resources. No one knows this better than the men and women who've built their livelihood on America's ranches and farms. They depend on the land, and they live out their commitment to protecting, preserving, and even improving the environment for future generations. For 20 years, the National Cattlemen's Beef Association and National Cattlemen's Foundation have honored these innovative, dedicated cattle producers with the Environmental Stewardship Award. Today, we bring you the story of the Environmental Stewardship Award and 20 years of honoring the excellent hard work of cattle-producing families and stewards of the environment. We'll take an in-depth look at the past 2 decades of this important program that does 2 very important things. It shows the general public how effectively farmers and ranchers care for the land, and it also helps other producers learn from the successes of these award winners. Of course, all this would not be possible without the support of sponsors who see the value of the program and who've joined with NCBA and the National Cattlemen's Foundation to keep the Environmental Stewardship Program going strong. Dow AgroSciences and the USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service, NRCS, are long-term strong supporters of the program, and we visited with them to find out why.
We know by experience that many times cattlemen don't get due recognition for all the stewardship practices that they have on their land. We think maybe by elevating this in some small way, it will encourage others to be good stewards for the land.
NRCS is very fortunate because we get to work with cattle producers all over the country. And I've met some of the award winners in the past, and they are just absolutely stellar producers. So it's really an honor to be associated with this awards program and to get to meet these winners firsthand.
We share the belief that the cattlemen have that we must improve the land, we must improve the productivity of the land, and we think this is just some small way to recognize those who work very hard to be fine examples of stewardship.
I don't believe there's any question that cattle production and the environment are compatible. And anybody tells you different, I don't believe them. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen the care and the love that these producers have for their land. I've seen the wildlife resources on their land, the water resources. I do not believe anybody who says that these are incompatible uses, because there's thousands and thousands and thousands of ranchers across this country who prove that you can do it every single day.
There is great personal satisfaction for cattle producers who can see the progress they're making to improve their land and natural resources. But the recognition that comes along with the Environmental Stewardship Award is also meaningful. And since Dow AgroSciences has been involved, each year the 7 regional winners have been honored in a very special way.
When Dow AgroSciences got involved in the Environmental Stewardship Program, we came to learn that there was no tangible prize for being a winner. So we commissioned an artist, Vern Friesen, a cattleman from Nebraska, to put this sculpture together. And I think it kind of epitomizes what it is that's trying to be conveyed here in the Environmental Stewardship Award. This is truly a unique piece of art. It was commissioned specifically for this award. The only way that you can get one of these is to be selected as a winner for the Environmental Stewardship Program. Hopefully it will become somewhat of an heirloom and passed down much the same as the land is through generations to come.
The legacy these winners leave is written on the landscape. It's written in better productivity, a better bottom line, a quality environment, and it's written in a legacy of sustainability for the future. And that's what every one of these winners leaves behind.